I'm Gary Hibsch. This is my brother Larry, and it's Hibsch Farms. That's what we go by. I think very few people in the public know where milk actually comes from. It's a long, drawn-out process that takes. It's not just the milking process. It's days and days before that to get to that final product, both the quality and quantity, and the crops that you harvest in June or August, whenever, don't translate into milk until April or May a lot of times, and people don't comprehend that. They think it's like putting gas in your car and you go. You don't.
I think more or less people drive by and they see the farm. They don't really get the chance to go in and really understand the farm from an inside viewpoint, let's say, like we do. But it's hard to explain to people without actually being there. It's something that, like, we take pride in. People come in to visit and that stuff, and they look at things, they don't understand how things are working, and you explain it to them, and they're amazed by the technology that we have. Some people think that we milk cows by hand still, whereas technology has come far, far away from that. So.
If you're not animal lovers, you shouldn't be in this business. You've got to treat them almost like a part of the family. My wife will tell me that I treat the cows better than I treat her. And she's probably not too far off on a lot of those things. But it's got to be a part of your life. It's got to be a big part of your life. And you've got to enjoy it. You've got to like the animals. And if, like I said, if you don't,
and you have to have some very understanding spouses that do understand that a lot of times the cattle have to come first. We had a wet spring, we're not going to get out and do anything. Obviously Memorial Day is always a tough time for us to do anything with the family. This year, if it happens to break and be nice weather, cows are coming first. We've got to feed them. There's got to be crops going in, there's got to be crops harvested. So it's a very understanding family, so we can take care of this family.
It's really intimate as far as when your family's around, you're very into things. You don't realize how much family means to you until they're not there, especially when you're talking like if somebody goes on vacation and that, you don't realize how much you miss them until they come back, and it's like, wow, you're only gone for a few days, but it kind of seemed like you're gone forever, and you're just so used to somebody being there all the time. Growing up, especially living next door, that you're just used to that person being there, and it makes it really nice, especially growing up, seeing your parents all the time. They're not at work, 40 miles away, where you can't see them. You can go outside and see them all the time, so it's really nice.
Most days we get to go in and have lunch with our kids. If it's a summer and it's a day off, you can spend time with them that you normally don't get in a regular job. That's certainly one of the big bonuses of owning your own farm. The drawbacks of not going every place you want when you want, but the access to family a lot more often than the average job. We call that my side of the road and this his side of the road. That side of the road is where the machinery is and where most of the crop stuff takes place. He takes care of the cattle. Whenever there's a split, if it's somebody has to be in the field doing field work, I do the field work. He stays in the barn. Tyler, his son, is an awesome asset to us. We're very fortunate because he's perfect in the shop, he's perfect in the field, and he's great over here with the cows. He can fill in on either side, both sides. I think my perspective on the cattle part of it, I know this is where our money is. So bottom line, we got to produce the best crops we can to feed the animals to be a profitable farm. We're proud to produce, milk for the public. And, what we try to do here is make sure that everything we produce is, we know our families are drinking it, and we want want it to be a good quality product for everyone. We do all we can every day to make sure that that's the case. Usually I take care of the mechanical part, making sure things are washing right. He takes care of making sure that the cows are healthy. Anything we can do, obviously we do. We just said it. We'll stay home on Christmas if we have to. We'll stay up late. We, get up early to make sure things are right. So yeah, we're very proud of doing it. Take a lot of care in making sure that what leaves this farm is safe for the public and of good quality.